What's up, everybody? I wanted to get on here and do a quick live stream, talk with you guys a little bit, kind of clear the air, if you will, on tonight's video. I honestly struggled on whether I should put that video out or not, but I went ahead and did it. Just so you guys know, I cut out tons of footage from that video. I really had a lot to say, but tonight I want to clear the air with you guys. Talk about why I made the video that I made, and to be honest with you, it's still not the video that I want to make. There's still a lot more that I want to say, but I want to go ahead and address this first off. Look, guys, I'm not looking for sympathy or anything like that, or attaboys, pat me on the back. That's not what this video was about tonight. But I do appreciate all you guys watching it. I had a lot of stuff I needed to get off my chest, and to be honest with you, I still didn't really get it off my chest in the way that I wanted to. It's very hard to do a video like that and say what you need to say without sounding like a complete asshole. And I didn't want to do that necessarily, but guys, after 7 years of YouTube, I've kind of had enough, to be honest with you. And, we put a lot of hard work and effort into this channel to make it what it is. And I wanted to do it more for you guys than anything. But I also wanted to, you're never going to silence the haters, okay? I understand that. But I wanted to do it for them so that they understand the hard work and effort that goes into it. There were so many cuss words in that video that I cut probably 90% of it out. So I think it ended up being like a 9-minute long video, it ended up being a 9-minute video, but it was 24 minutes originally. That's how much crap I cut out. Now, I want to go ahead and address one thing. I know a lot of people say you don't have to do this. You shouldn't let the haters get to you. But guys, you got to understand from a YouTube perspective, it's been 7 years. Actually a lot longer than that. I've actually had a YouTube channel since like 2006 or 7. Whatever it was, maybe 7, whenever. Anyway, I've heard this for years and years. Eventually, you hear enough of the same type of comments that, it's time to address them. I'm here for you guys. I'm not here for the haters. I'm not feeding the trolls. But damn it, eventually you got to stand up for yourself, right? So that's what tonight's video was. I struggled with the idea of putting it out. I wasn't going to, but I figured you guys needed to hear it. That's not necessarily what this entire live stream's about. I want to talk with you guys a little bit, so I'm going to be reading some comments here in just a few minutes. But I do want to say, I'm not asking for a pat on the back, okay? That's not what this is about. Nothing to do with that. But damn it, the struggles and the strife and everything that goes into this stuff to make it happen, it sucks. It sucks sometimes, when people don't understand. So, occasionally it's nice to let people know what it is that you've been through. And to be honest with you, I think I failed a little bit in that video. I may do a follow-up video, but it won't be hateful. It'll just be more kind of like a day in the life of, to let you guys know exactly what goes into this, because it is tough. Right now, what we got coming up next is possibly waffling off the poop coop. So you guys go ahead and let me know down below, what do you think about that? Are you guys okay with it? And are you okay with the number that I put out? I think I put out I really need at least $8,000 on the poop coop for the waffle to make this FE build a thing. I mean, are you guys good with that? Here's the thing with waffles, raffles, whatever you want to call them. You're buying a ticket for $80, $100, whatever it is, and a chance to win a car. So nobody says you have to buy 2, 3, 5 tickets. So there's a chance you could win a car for, $80 to $100. The waffles are set up mainly so that these channels like mine can generate a little bit of cash flow and do some stuff. Now, this would be the first time that I've ever done this, but I can't see selling a car for what it's worth. It's worth about $3,500, to be honest with you. What do you guys think about the price that I've set? Are you good with that? Is everybody cool with it? I'm transparent. I don't act like I know everything. So you guys let me know. Okay, so here's the deal. SN 95 breakdown. Here's the deal with the title situation. Now, I'm not sure. Okay, let me think. I have the paperwork in here. We have a bill of sale and a tag receipt for the Poop Coop, which means you should be able to get a tag and insurance and everything else for the car. With that being said, you should also be able to get a title. The car did not have a title whenever I got it. I'm not going to name any names, but Mr. Knighton, if you're watching tonight, can you let us know? I mean, are we going to be able to get an actual title for the car? I know that you'll be able to tag and insure it. That's like, I know that, okay? But yeah, it should be legal. It should be a legal car, okay? Haters gonna hate, yeah, F them. And look, guys, I got a lot of comments in this video and everybody saying, you know, look, man, haters are just who they are. Don't let them get to you. You guys don't understand. There's things I need to get off my chest. I literally work my ass off on this channel to make it happen, and it's hard. You know, after about, I remember when I first started the channel, after about 10 videos, I thought to myself, what the hell are you going to do from here on out? And I don't know, it all happened, okay? And Berger and Andrew and Hunter and all of my friends throughout the years, you know, they've had cars and things have just evolved and it's all worked out. Now we got Pop's Trucks, the next project. My point is, I didn't know where this channel was going to go after probably about 10 videos. Now, one thing that I get comments on quite a bit are the tech tips and how-tos. I wish you would do more of those. Guys, I want to be honest with you here. I don't know what else to give you tech tips on. I really do not know. I have pretty much teched out these Fox bodies. I guess I could go back and rehash some of the stuff and redo it, but man, I have covered about everything there is to cover on a Fox body throughout the years. So you guys let me know, are you more interested in the tech tips or the day-to-day, vlog style type stuff, whatever. All right, let's read some comments, okay? So Jonathan Knoll says, he sends $2. Thank you so much. He says, go Browns, 6 days from the draft. Yeah, Abdul Carter. That's cool, man. Thank you. Get it out. Yeah, so Frank, I don't, look, guys, I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to be a guy that gets on here and fusses about trolls and makes all these videos. I don't like that normally. But here's the deal. At some point, you got to stand up for what you believe in. You got to stand on business, whatever you want to call it. And it's just damn time that the haters, that I give them shit. I catch shit all the time. Now, most of you guys are super supportive, and I appreciate it. But also, I got to give it back to them. You're not going to come up in here and think you run things and think you can talk to my people any way you want to talk to them. It's not going to happen. I've worked really hard for 7 years to try to show you guys that you don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to be super smart. You don't have to have the best tools, a shop, a lift. You don't have to have that. I've worked really hard to show you that with a little bit of effort and some hard work, you can get out and you can make a car nice. That's the point. So I refuse to let anybody come in on this channel and talk shit otherwise. Guys, I ask that you fight against these people that are down in the comments, that are on Facebook, on other people's videos. Fight against them, because here's the issue. You've got people who are just starting out in the Fox body game or car game, whatever you want to call it, and they don't know any better. They're going to go with the guy that has the most rules. He's the most strict. He's the most picky. They're going to go with that guy and think that's the only way to do it. Let them know there's other ways of doing things without having the best of the best. Here's the thing. Most of the guys that have the best of the best, look at War Admiral. He's a great example. That guy respects everybody's car. If you put the time and effort in, he respects it. You know, Mario, all those guys that have these super nice cars that you all follow and everybody loves, those guys are down-to-earth guys. They put the money in their cars the way they wanted to because that's what they wanted to do. But it's not for everybody, right? My point is, there again, I ramble a lot. I want you guys to help me fight against these people. When you see them talking bullshit and saying that you have to do this or you have to do that or either don't build it at all, no. Don't let those guys get away with murder. No. You tell them otherwise. Yeah, OG Superfly. Hey, you guys go over and check out OG Superfly. Look, he's been working really hard on his YouTube channel. He is one of my biggest supporters, and I really do appreciate him. He's got an awesome channel. We talked a couple days ago, and I commended him on his thumbnails and everything else. Man, he's really been killing it. You have to pay attention to the guys that have channels, and as you watch them grow, OG Superfly is one of them. He's really stuck with it. He's finding his way in YouTube. He's upping his thumbnail game, his titles, the quality, and everything else. And I have to respect that. YouTube is very hard, y'all. It is extremely hard. Sure, anybody can make a video once a month, once a week, throw it up there and not care. But if you want quality content and you want to build a following and a legacy, it is extremely hard to come out here twice a week and make a video that's good for you guys. And OG is doing that as well. So I'm serious. Y'all go over and check out OG Superfly. Go over there and subscribe now. You know how Foxcast kind of took me under his wing and was like, hey, man, I believe in you. I think you can do this. That helped me out a lot. I feel the same way about OG. And there's many other channels out there. I just saw OG pop up and I watch him. Let's see. Love the videos. Thank you so much, Clint. So Ed says that you are incredibly inspirational to all of us that have invested time in on the channel. Don't let those bastards wear you down. No, here's the thing, Ed. They don't wear me down. It's fuel. When you see me so passionate and so pissed off, trust me, there's a fire that they just lit inside of me that they probably wish they didn't. Because if they hate me, they're really going to hate me when they light that fire. And that's what I suggest all of you do. Let someone light a fire under your ass and go out there and prove them wrong. Sometimes that's what we got to have. I do it all the time. Now, granted, this video was not one of those, but sometimes I tell myself that people are making fun of me or doubting me or don't believe in me. And it just drives me to go out and do better. But this time, that pretty much was the case, which has been 7 years in the making, really. I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said before, I really didn't get out what I wanted to get out. But we'll address that later. We'll cover it, but in a more calm manner. How about that? Let's see. Let's read some more. Appalachian Foxpot. Yeah, thank you so much, Aaron. Let's see. I have CarTech intake and a suggestion on cam. Have 373s and a 5-speed. Clint, on that setup, I would go with an N41 B cam or an E cam would be my pick. You could go F cam, depends on your heads and everything else. Yeah, man, y'all please. What the Fox 302 says, he's about to go over and subscribe to OG Superfly. Trust me, just do it, guys. Just do it. He's great. He's such a great guy. He deserves it, man. Go over and check him out. See, that's the problem with YouTube. A lot of guys that are just getting started, it's hard. It's extremely hard. I want you guys to think of YouTube like this. You're cruising down the interstate, right? It's nighttime. You know how there's signs and billboards, and they're all like huge and they're lit and everything else. Like a O'Charlie's or a Buc-ee's or something like that. They're going to have real big signs, right? They're a known company, a known brand, and they're going to be right up on the interstate. They're going to be huge, and that's all you can see whenever you look over there. Us little guys that start a YouTube channel, we got signs like this that are way off in the background over there, and we're trying our best. But we don't know how to make the best thumbnails or the best titles or whatever else. We don't have the money to pay somebody to figure it out. So we're putting these little signs up, and we're just hoping that somebody looks off the interstate over there, sees it, and says, man, I'm going to take this next exit and go check them out. Here's the problem. If they do take the exit, are you going to have in your store what you just advertised? Is it going to be worth getting off on that exit, walking through this store, and seeing what you want to see and being fulfilled? That's the problem. We can get the sign up sometimes big enough, but it only takes about one time for people to get off on that exit, come in your store and be like, you know what? The freaking walls are bare in here. You freaking tricked me. You know what I mean? You catfished my ass. This sucks. So the point is, it's really hard to get your thumbnail out there, your title out there. And when you do sometimes, maybe we don't have it all together yet. And somebody comes in and they take the time to watch your channel. They're like, dude, you suck. And then nobody else watches, right? They don't ever watch again. They don't ever give you a chance again. So YouTube is extremely hard to get started. I'll say that. For the ones that have stuck it out and are continually trying, I commend you. It's tough. If you want to make a go of it, at least. Let's see. So CoverLife04 sends $4.99. Thank you so much. Your channel reminds me of the 18-year-old me with Fox bodies. Thank you for the smiles. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try to keep it fresh on the channel, but, you know, sometimes life beats you down, right? I work a full-time job. I just got off work not too long ago. And, you know, I'm watering grass. I'm helping the wife with the chicken coop. We got kids out here, and they're all running and playing. Tomorrow's Good Friday. Tonight's Bad Thursday. We're just going to get after it. So, tomorrow, though, I will tell you guys, we got Pop's truck, and we got the wheels over here. We got the wheels. Matter of fact, I'll probably go ahead and just give you guys a sneak peek of the wheels tonight, since you're here on the live stream. We might as well go ahead and show you the wheels. It's nothing crazy, not like a one-off wheel or anything. I'm super excited about Pop's truck. If we waffle off the poop coop, guys, we'll be able to build this truck. It's going to take a lot of freaking money. It's going to take a lot of money to do it. But I'm so excited about it. It's a new build. It's something that I think you guys can appreciate. I truly am excited about it. Once again, I want to ask you guys, what do you think about the waffle price on the poop coop? I'm thinking $8,000. So there again, that would be 80 tickets, or $80 at 100 tickets. The build's going to cost me about $15,000 total, just so you guys know. But I can get away with about $12,000. I'm not asking for the whole $12,000. I'm not asking for 100 tickets at $100 a piece to make it $10,000. I'm not doing that. But we got to generate some money if we want to do this FE build. So what do you guys think? You know, help me out. I mean, how far can we go with this? What's a realistic goal that we can get out of the poop coop? Okay, let's go back to that, because I had some people asking me earlier, you know, does it have a clean title? You should be able to get a title. I will go through all of this. I'm not going to put the car out there in the shape that it's in and not knowing whether we can get a title. I will let you guys know all of this stuff. I'm going to put some interior in the car, well, some panels at least. I might even go ahead and buy a cheap set of like Ling Long tires or something like that off Amazon or something like that, and go get the front end lined up on it. And that's about it. Clean it up. Like I said, guys, it's a $3,500 car. But it does have a new Z-Spec T5, bell housing, clutch, has a Unisteer manual steering rack, which is brand new. It's like a $600 steering rack. It's got 14 gears, got a fuel cell, got an ATM carburetor on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's all right. It's an all right car. It is. But are you guys okay with us generating some extra money, more than what the car is worth? I know people do this all the time. I know. But I'm just not one of those guys. I'm not one of those guys to just do some shit like that. I need to know if it's okay. You let me know down below right now. I'm going to be reading through these comments, and you guys tell me. Ford Matt. That's my dog. He's such a good dude, man. Ford Matt, I want you guys, if you go to Ford Takeover this year, and if Ford Matt's there, I want you guys to meet him. He is probably one of the most selfless guys that I've ever met. He's such a nice guy. Him and his whole crew really love these guys to death. You know, there's few people in this world that you can count on, especially guys that you don't really know that well, or, you know, have known for years or whatever, which I guess I have known him for years. But, man, he's such a good dude. And we've got a lot of good people out there. So this year, Ford Takeover is going to be in September. I want you guys to make it out, okay? I really do. It's such a unique event because it's more of a one-on-one. There's a lot of us there. There's Foxcast, there's Neo, there's Andrew Hanlon. You know, Andrew is a freaking trip, y'all. If you don't know Andrew, he's a damn mess from Hanlon Motorsports. But we're all going to be there. You can meet us. You can talk to us. We can just chit-chat, whatever. It doesn't matter. We can drink a beer together. I'm as laid back as anybody you'll ever meet. More laid back in person than what I am on YouTube. So I'd love for you guys to come out there again. Meet Ford Matt and some of the other guys that come out. My little man Isaiah, I hope he comes again as well. You know, if you bring your kids, hey, bring them over. We'll get some pictures. I'll sign stuff for them. Doesn't matter to me, okay? I just appreciate you guys. And Ford Matt says right here, I got your back, brother. You damn right he does. That dude's serious. Okay, what's everybody saying? What the Fox, 1999. Thank you so much, man. Keep grinding and sharing, homie. And shining, I'm sorry. Keep grinding and shining, homie. Thank you so much. Yeah, so Two Broke Will says $100 at 80 tickets or 80 tickets at $100, whatever. It's basically the same thing. I mean, you guys, like, is that good? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing here. Y'all tell me. Is that a good deal? Or am I being greedy? I don't want to be greedy. Two Valve GT, thank you so much. That's $10. All of this goes towards the channel. Minus my jet ski over there. What did you guys think about that? Me divulging so much information like that. You know, I got to thinking, you know, why would I hide this from you guys? I mean, did you ask for it? No. Do you need to know? No. But I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. So, you know, things like that jet ski out there, I made a deal with my wife. I said, look, you know, we want something for the kids when we go to the lake. When we got the camper. But we were going to the lake, and I was like, man, I want a jet ski. And then my wife's like, we really can't afford a jet ski. We don't need to do that. And I said, look, I'll tell you what. I'll freaking pay for it out of my YouTube check. And that's what I did. And, you know, I felt bad about doing it, but at the same time, it really helps us out. You know, it gives the family something to do, something extra. But what my point is, like, what do you guys think about information like that? Is that too much information, or are you guys good with it? Because I'm just an open person. You know, people always tell me, man, you don't need to say that. I say it because I want to say it. Everything I do is because I want to do it. I don't feel like I'm obligated to do it. It's because I want to. What wheels go with the Poop Coupe? It'll be the black 03, 04 Cobra wheels with the Poop Coupe. Watching you for about, I think it's good. I say minimum $100 a spot at 100 spots. Now, Ford Matt, that would be perfect. That would be the perfect amount of money. $100 at 100 spots. That's $10,000. Man, I that would be better. That would be. But man, I have a hard time with that. That's a lot of freaking money. You're asking, you know, I feel like I'm asking my people to do a lot. And there's a lot of waffles out there right now. There's all sorts of stuff going on. And, you know, not everybody's got the money. But yes, that would be the better deal. $100 at 100 spots would give us 10 for the car. You know, if you guys want to know what I have in the Poop Coupe, I have about probably, I don't know. I really don't know, guys. I would imagine I have 35 to 4,000 in a car. I don't know. I'm not added it up. With the Mega Squirt, that's another, I think like $1,000 when I bought that. And, yeah, we probably got about $400 to $4,500 in the car. Okay? So I would at least need to get that back out to make it worthwhile. Anyway. Do you guys like the idea of the FE build? You want me to go over the FE build with you guys again? So I talked to Papa T tonight on the phone. I said, Papa T, looks like this whole Poop Coupe thing might be a go. I said, you know, I talked to Edgar. You know, I mentioned it on the channel. Nobody seems to be upset on the fact that people gave parts, and now I'm wanting to waffle the car off. He said, oh, really? I said, yeah. I said, so let me run this build by you. I said, Daddy, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna be a $10,000 engine engine alone, just engine, and that's me building it myself. At least that. I said, but it's going to be about 15 grand. He's like, whoa, wow, you don't need to do all that. I said, I want to. So I said, let me go ahead and give you the specs on the engine. Now, my dad's a big FE guy. There's a story he used to tell me years ago whenever he was a teenager, young man, of this 67 Mustang coupe that would come through town, and it had a 390 in it, and it was built. It had a solid lift cam. This thing was rowdy. He said it would sit at the red light and chirp the tires. The cam would hit so hard it would just chirp, 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 chirp. Obviously, it probably didn't have a big enough stall converter in it. That's not the point. The point is this left a lasting impression with him. And it has me as well, because I've heard this story my whole life. Now, here's the other side of the story. Do you know that car? You guys know what car that is? Later on in life, Papa T bought that car. That is the 67 GTA coupe that you guys see over there at Pop's house, or my brother's house. He lives there now. That is the car. Now, it didn't have the engine in it whenever he bought it, but it was a badass 390. My point is this. I've heard all these stories my whole life. These badass FE engines and all these cool stories. I want Pop's truck to be one of those cool stories. You know what I mean? I want it to be something that people remember whenever they hear it at the gas station, or they see it coming down the road and this bitch is just raw, just rowdy. That's what I want Pop's truck to be. But, very important, it has to be extremely streetable. Now, some of you might say Coyote and 6R80 or something. And we're not doing that. I'm not a Coyote guy. I'm not against them, but I'm not a Coyote guy. We're doing an FE if we do it. And it will have a C6 transmission. So that limits us to about a 350 gear. Somewhere in there. 340, 350, whatever 9 inch is. Now, we're going with the ProMax heads. We're going to go with 11-to-1 compression. We're going to go with 445 stroker if we do it. The issue is the cam. We need enough cam lift to utilize these heads. Otherwise, what's the damn point, right? So we're going to do a little bit of research. I've got a cam picked out, but I think it might be a little too much considering the gear ratio. I'm going to have a 3,000 stall in the truck, but I need to keep these gears, like I said, around 340, 350 gear. So we may have to bump it down to about a 600 lift cam, on down in the 240s in the duration, possibly a 110 lobe separation, maybe 112 if I absolutely have to, so I can keep my brakes. But it should be a nice, big block, rowdy, streetable setup. I'm talking fatties and skinnies, cow tracks. Look, the real deal, y'all. The real freaking deal. I think it'd be badass. Column shift, manual valve body. Telling you. Anyway, we got a couple guys that have given as well. So, Sport Freak 97 Jeff, $20, man. Thank you so much, Jeff. Your content is awesome, and don't worry about the haters. They're mad because they don't have the knowledge. Well, here's the thing. Thank you so much for saying that. And I don't worry about the haters. They don't keep me up at night. They fuel me. They make me who I am. That's just all there is to it. And I suggest you guys do the same thing. Hell, I don't give a shit if you got to pretend that somebody pisses you off or has said something bad about you. Maybe nobody's ever said a damn bad word about you in your whole life. Hell, pretend they did. How does that make you feel? Oh, that gets you riled up, don't it? Sometimes you got to do that. Now, granted, this last video was not that. Not that. I had just had enough. There's a couple people I can name, but I'm not going to name any names. You know who you are. And it's funny because a buddy of mine, well, actually 2 buddies of mine, they use this comment or this term all the time. So Joe Nate and my buddy Ron Jella Ben, they use this all the time. The hit dog hollers. Think about that. The ones that are at fault, they're going to speak up. They're going to say something. Well, there you go. There's your guys. You know who you are. You know, and I understand to a point. Some people don't get me. They don't understand me. I don't follow the normal YouTube guidelines, algorithm, whatever you want to call it. I'm not that guy. I'm somebody different. And some people don't like that. It is what it is. F them, you know. I got 2 wheels to live. What is it? Oh, I got 2 wheels to live. $20. Thank you so much. I got $20 to throw in on your channel. Man, thank you. I appreciate that. I got 2 wheels to live. Thank you. Build the FE. Dude, I want to build this FE so bad. So bad, man. I've never wanted to build an FE in my life, but I want to build one now. And I think it would just be badass and Pop's truck. I think it would. What are we going to do with it? Nothing. Nothing. Drive it around a little. Do what we've done with all these cars. Not enough. If there's one thing that I do want to apologize to you guys about, and this is me being just completely honest with you, I want to apologize for the fact that I don't do more with the cars. I'm not some big channel that can pay people to video and do stuff. That's just an excuse. But I do wish I could do more for y'all, man. I think about it all the time. Man, this shot, me rolling through the gears, blowing the tires off just all over the road, cool music in the background. Fuck. I mean, who am I going to get the video? Who? Like, we're so wrapped up with everything else where everybody works opposite shifts and things like that. It's so hard, y'all. I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling you. I'm going to do it. I'm going to amp it up a little bit. Matter of fact, with spring and summer coming, we're going to get out and we're going to do some more stuff. But right now, I need to just do better. Stop with the excuses, Nakia. Just stop. You do plenty, brother. I appreciate you, OG, but I don't, man. I can do more. I know I can. I can give you better content. Shit, man. I have stuff to video. There's never an issue of not having something to video. It's what do you video? And what do you title it? What thumbnail do you use? How do you sell it? How do you promote it? I will never be a sellout. The hell with all that. I'm not going to do it. I will occasionally clickbait you a little bit and I'll come up with some crazy titles, but I'm not a guy to clickbait people and just to get you to watch. Like, let's learn a little something when we do this shit, okay? The next video that I've got out for you guys, members have already seen it, is a really good video, and it was just from the hip. We got out and I was videoing Berger pulling his engine apart, and man, I gave you guys some good advice, especially the guys that are new, right? If you're new to engines, Fox Bodies, cars in general, I gave y'all some really good advice on some stuff in this next video coming up, and it turned into a really cool video. So you guys, if you don't know, you can become a member to the channel. Look, the whole member thing is your opportunity to give to the channel, right? You don't really get anything for it. I'm not going to lie to you. I've always been straight up and honest about that. You typically might get your videos a day to 2 to 3 days early. Outside of that, you don't get a whole lot for being a member, but it's your way of saying thank you, okay? You can either give $2 a month all the way up to like $20 a month. And they're packages. You'll see these guys as they comment, you'll see that they have the GT package, the Cobra package, and things like that. You just click the join button or whatever it is down below one of my videos and you can become a member. Also, look, there is something I need to talk to y'all about real quick. Let me let this air compressor do its thing over here. I got a damn leak over here. Let me go ahead and turn that down. All right, guys, I've really been working hard lately on the channel and trying to get some gear out. I want y'all to be honest with me. What am I doing wrong with the whole gear thing? Because we can't seem to we can't seem to sell any gear. I've really tried hard throughout the years, and I know I'm not the best designer. I'm not an artist. I'm not a designer. But I have really thrown out a bunch of new designs lately, and I want you guys to want this stuff, right? That's the whole thing. It's not even about money, because I don't hardly make anything off the gear. If you guys don't know, we actually sub this stuff out now. 417 Fox creates the prints and ships the shirts and everything else, which is great. Awesome. I love that. With that being said, like, we don't make as much money. Like, it's only a few bucks per shirt. But it's easy, it's hands-off for me. I'm just able to design stuff. But here's the deal. Y'all hear me out. Over on Etsy, it's the Drag Swag over on Etsy. Go over and just check the stuff out. See if there's anything that you might like. We got summer coming up, and man, I have released a shit ton of summer like vibe type stuff. Go over and check it out and tell me, like, honestly, guys, what am I doing wrong? Because we can't seem to sell anything. Prices are not the best. They're not the best prices in the world. But at the same time, that's just the way it's got to work to be hands off. And give you guys all these different designs. I can design something and send it over to Michael, and he'll have it done. He'll have it done, and you guys can just order it. See, that was not the case before. If I was handling everything, we would only have like 2 designs a year. When I'm coming up with 3-4 designs a week right now. But go over and check out my Etsy store. Like I said, the drag swag. And tell me what I'm doing wrong. Brutal cap. Do I need some hats? I need more hats over there. Is that what you guys want? A cap would be great. Okay. Well, yeah, I appreciate it. OG Superfly, he says, well worth the membership. I don't know that. I really don't. I'm not going to sit here and make y'all promises and things like that. But something else I want to talk about. And I'm having to, at this point, 7 years in, I realized that I probably dropped the ball a little bit. I could have done more. We could have been a bigger channel. We could make more money. You guys saw what I make. Sure, there are months when it's 3K. There's months when it's 16K. You know what I mean? Like, it varies a little bit, okay? And with sponsors and stuff like that, it does vary a little, okay? But I forgot exactly where I was going with that. So I am asking more now. I'm trying to advertise a little bit. I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone. It was a video I watched on TikTok not too long ago. And this guy was basically like, look, man, just do you. Be you and don't worry about what anybody else thinks because nobody's really paying attention to you. You feel like you're the center of attention and the center of the world, but you're not. Like people just, they take a glimpse of what you're doing, a glance at you, and then they might judge you, they might not, and then they move on. And that video really woke me up. And I said, because I was so worried about people's perception and like, I don't want to be greedy and I don't want to ask for stuff and I don't want to do this. But after a certain period of time on YouTube, you realize, man, you got to have money to do this shit. If you want to keep the channel going and you want to do cool builds and you want to do stuff, not even like $100,000 builds. It's nothing like that. Nothing like Cletus, nothing like any of those guys. I'm just saying to keep the builds flowing and keep new ideas coming, it takes money to generate it. I have finally come to the realization that I'm just going to have to get outside of my comfort zone and we're going to have to sell shirts. We're going to have to do waffles. We're going to have to do live streams and you guys, give money like you've been doing. I hate it. I hate it so much, but that's the life. Because without that, you guys saw what I bring in. And it's just not enough to build these cars. I hate it. I didn't ever want to come to this, but, we're going to dabble in it a little bit. It's okay. I don't have a problem when other people do it. I just have a problem whenever I have to do it. So, you guys understand where that's coming from. Anyway, with that being said, nobody give any money because of that. I'm not asking for handouts, okay? Wayne Cox, can you please shout me out? I can, Wayne. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. You got to avoid negative energy. Yeah, I typically do. I really do. But at the same time, man, hell, bring on the negative energy, right? Bring on the bad, negative, shitty comments because it makes me feel better. It makes me get out here and grind harder. And, man, I can create an enemy in my head quicker than anybody. Everybody can, though, right? Everybody can do it. And I damn sure can do it, I promise you. Piss me off and, oh, Lord, in my head, you just drive me to be better, faster, stronger. So John Cat says, do you like diesels? Yeah, I really do. Cap giveaway. Okay, we want to do a cap giveaway. All right, let's do that. I don't know what color we have. You guys want to do a hat giveaway? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's just do hashtag cap. Okay? Hashtag cap, and I'll scroll through and I'll pick a winner and we'll get you guys hooked up. The winner tonight, please email me at brutalvlogs@gmail.com. brutalvlogs@gmail.com. Now, the wife's not going to be in here to pick tonight. Somebody just ordered a shirt. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. See, I saw that. Let's see who that was. I can't. It'll mess up the video. I can't see who it was. Whoever it was that just ordered a shirt, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I have really worked my ass off to try to sell some stuff. But anyway, hashtag cap, okay? And I'm going to scroll through. I'm going to pick a winner. My wife can't help me. She's out there building a chicken coop late into the night. Man, Tucker, you look bad, bro. Your ass is raw. Like everywhere. My bulldog is losing his hair. I think it's just a bulldog. That's like the second bulldog I've had that's had the same issue. All right, guys, I'm going to give you just a couple of more seconds, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to scroll through. We're going to pick a winner. Let me know if you want it signed or not, okay? If you want it signed, I can sign it for you. We'll get that thing shipped out next week sometime. Since today is Thursday, tomorrow's Good Friday. It'll be Monday or Tuesday before it ships out, but we will get you guys hooked up. All right. You guys ready? Hat giveaway. Ooh, let's see what we got. All right, there's the bottom. You see, I got my eyes closed. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I might not even click on the hashtag cap to start with. No, nobody's name. All right. It is Novak. It is Car Novak. K-A-R, Novak. You are the winner of the Brutal hat. So, Car, what I'm going to need you to do is email me tonight at brutalvlogs@gmail.com. Email me. Tell me that you won. And I'll go ahead and get you hooked up. So obviously send me your address. If you would like it signed, let me know. I'll sign it for you. Thank you guys so much. Mike, $20. Thank you. Always love the content. I appreciate you so much, Mike. Thank you. Thank all of you guys for giving to the channel. It does help. That's not what we're here for, but it does help for sure. Absolutely. I never really heard a lot on the poop coop thing, guys. I'm sorry, maybe I just didn't see it, but I've asked this question a million times. You guys let me know, what do you think about the waffle price of the poop coop? Comment down below right now and let me know, because I'm not really seeing but a couple comments on it. Are you okay with 8 to 10K? I think 10K is pushing it a lot. But hell, I've seen, I'm not going to name any names, but I've seen people waffle off stuff. Yeah. Anyway. Dirt Track says, hit the like button. Jordan says $100 at 100 spots. OG says $8,000 to $9,000 is fair. 10K or bust. Okay. All right. Thank y'all. I just needed to see where everybody was at. Man, I would love, don't get me wrong, would honestly love to do $100 at 100 slots. That would give us $10,000 to put into Pop's truck. Man, that's hard. That's hard, y'all. I'm just a dude like y'all. You know what I mean? Like, how would you feel? How would you feel if you were doing it? Like, I don't want people to think negatively of me, right? Like, but that would help. That would help for sure. Do you think we could sell the slots at 100 slots, $100 each? I don't know. It might take a little while. But it'd be a pretty solid car, though. That I will say this. The poop coop is not rusted or rotted out at all. It's just got some beat up body panels. I will say that. But I think it's a solid car for sure. You'd have to do some work on the rear quarter. Next gen car, guys. Man, thank you so much. You guys go over and check out Next Gen Car Guys too. They have been around for a while, and those guys, they hustle and they get after it. We actually started our channels not too far apart, believe it or not, and they get after it. So you guys, hey, that's somebody else you can go check out. Next Gen Car Guys. But he says, or they, I don't know, there's two, so I don't know which one it is. Says that I'm trying to catch up on your videos now, starting my own business and been grinding at that. To hell with the haters. You being you is why I watch. Grab a beer and get the boys some Little Debbie's. Absolutely. See you at Ford Takeover. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Man, you didn't have to do that. $50 that's a big deal, man. I appreciate it. But you know, we got a lot of cool people in our community, especially just in the Fox Body community in general. You know, the car community as a whole is pretty damn good, but the Fox Body and older Mustang community is really, really, really cool. And there's a lot of cool guys out there with the new stuff too, you know. But man, we just got, I don't know, we just got such a good community. You know, when we go out like Ford Takeover and we go to Texas and stuff, meeting people, it's just amazing to me that people are so willing to help. They're so willing to give stuff and ask if you need it and sit and talk with you. I just never seen anything like it. I really do appreciate you guys. I hope that when you meet me, I'm the guy that you see on YouTube. I hope that's always been my goal, right? At some point, we're going to talk about, I have in the past, but it's been a while, and I think now would probably be a better time to do one of those videos. But like kind of how my thought process was as a kid and what I wanted to do when I got older, and it was to be involved in Fox Body, or to be involved in Mustangs. God, I forget that we didn't call these things Fox Bodies back in the day. They were just Mustangs. There was no Coyotes. There was no nothing. It was Fox. It was 5.0s. It was 5.0, 5.0, GT, Mustang, notchback. Like that's LX. You know, I mean, that's just what we called these cars. They were not Fox Bodies. That didn't come out till later. The Fox Body name actually really took off when the Coyote came back, because when you couldn't say 5.0 anymore or 5.0 because you might be talking about the new Coyote car. So people started reverting back to the word Fox Body to differentiate. So if that makes any sense. Watched you since the start. Thank you so much. Did you ever think back in the day you'd be where you are today? Christopher. Oh boy, I'm not going to try to pronounce that name, Christopher, but no. Well, obviously there was no YouTube. There was none of this stuff back in the day whenever I was coming up. There was no internet. But yeah, you know, in a way I did. In a way I knew I was different than the other kids in school. I could find nobody to share my interest and my passion with these cars. Nobody understood it except for my dad, Papa T, you know. I had nobody to really relate to. But I knew I was different. I knew I wanted to share my passion with people, but hell, who? You know, I was from a small town with we had no internet back in the 80s and shit like that. But yeah, man, in a way, I had hoped that ultimately I would have something like this. Yes. I didn't know it would be this, though. But yeah, an audience. Thank you so much. There's the other half. There's the other half of Ford Matt. Thank you so much, Shelby County 5.0. You guys are freaking awesome. I'm telling you. Come to Ford Takeover in Jackson, Tennessee if you want to meet the coolest freaking people in your life. Come to it. Look it up right now. Ford Takeover this year is going to be freaking epic. And you get to meet all these guys. Shelby County, you get to meet Murphy's Law, like all of these people. All these people that you see that comment and that I talk to. Foxcast, of course. Neo. Everybody. I could just go on and on and on and on and on. We're trying to get Tony and Tess to come. Miss Midnight Maverick and Tony. But I don't know. We'll see. That's some of Neo's people. Maybe he can get them to come. We'll see if we're going to do a stick shift shootout or not. I'm not 100% sure on that this year. But either way, it's going to be an awesome time. So Shelby says that thanks for all the good content. Hope to see it for Takeover with my new baby girl. Appreciate you, brother. Man, congratulations on the new baby girl. Man, I was just sitting here earlier tonight and I was looking at Camly. I was dancing with her. We were listening to 7 Years by Lucas Graham. That's kind of our song. That and 1,000 Highways by Sunreal. I don't know why. That's just our stuff. But she come out to the shop and I'm dancing with her and we're just spinning around. I thought, man, it's crazy. Seems like just a year ago she was 2, and we were playing out here in the shop and in the house and in the yard and stuff. Man, you guys with little kids, enjoy them, okay? Enjoy the time that you got with them. Make the best of it because it don't last forever, obviously, right? But it's all good, man. We got many years left, and it's going to be fun. It's just not the same as whenever they were little babies. That's all. Red Rain Man says that he finally caught a live stream. Been a Fox Body guy since the 90s. Remember hearing the Flowmasters and dumps from miles away. Yes. Was that not the most iconic sound? Everybody knew what it was. You could hear a Mustang and it didn't make a shit. You knew that it was a Fox Body Mustang. You knew it. You could tell whether it had dumps or tailpipes on it. And here's the thing. Even the GTs sounded different than the LXs with the straight pipes. I say straight pipes, but you know what I mean. Right out the back of the LX bumper or a Cobra. But I always love the way dumps sound. And here's the funny thing. I don't understand the hate for dumps. What? Everybody's like, oh, it's not OG if it's not tailpipes coming out the back. Bullshit. I don't know where you're from, but in my day, especially in the early 2000s, late 90s, it was freaking turn downs. Turn downs was... That was the epitome of a damn badass Fox Body, in my opinion, at least. Tailpipes. Tell you guys a little secret. You know what we used to call tailpipes back in the day? Dicks. Like, look at those little dicks hanging out the back. Sorry. I mean, it's true. That's what we called them. Ben especially. But, yeah, I like all of them. But, yeah, man, turn downs are badass, bro. Nikki, what's going on? Hey, Nikki, y'all going to be at Ford Takeover? Hadn't seen you in a while.